Hi guys, today we're in for a treat. I am here with Denzel from On Call Wingman. It's a show. He's a coach for men, but I will let him introduce himself.
Okay. My name's Denzel. My actual name's Denny. It's just a nickname that people give me.
Okay.
I do the show called On Call Wingman. I help guys do better with women and also kind of document my journey as a dating coach for men, which kind of kicked off at the School of Attraction. So yeah, it's got a few things going on there.
Awesome. It's so good to get a guy's perspective because, we talk about, creating connection, attraction, and there's a whole other piece to this. So today we're going to get some insights on how men think. So we'll get into it.
Yeah, excellent.
So what's going through a guy's mind when they know they have to approach a woman?
Well, I think the guys who are more successful with women tend to blank that out, right? But your average Joe will, the longer he waits thinking about a woman, and then usually guys will wait a very, very long time, the more that anxiety starts creeping into their body, and the more reasons we find to not approach women at all. So the excuses, they come thick and they come fast, So you could be walking a little bit briskly to work, or we would have made that up in our mind even if you were going anywhere else, Or we would like, oh, she's on her phone, or she's looking at her phone, I better not interrupt her. Or is that a guy near her? Maybe that's her boyfriend. Just whatever we can say to, not have to face the fear and the anxiety of having to approach a woman in the first place. That's exactly what's going through our mind. So we're just freaking out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what can women do so that, you guys don't freak out and approach the women? Because that doesn't happen anymore. Like, guys don't approach girls.
No, well, look, with Tinder, especially upon us approaching, it's just like, it's going to be one of those lost arts, I think.
Yeah.
But look, I think it's one of those things where you have to understand that, be aware that men are around you, like, all the time. And obviously try and stand a little bit further, like if you're out at a pub or a club or something like that, and with a group of women, you sort of want to try and step back or be an outlier in that group, You kind of want to give the man an avenue for him to approach you. So if you're like really huddled together and one-on-one intensely with another friend or whoever that may be, it's very hard for a man to approach you, just give him the opportunity to be there and to start a conversation with you. I know some girls that actually always go over to a guy and say, "Hey, do you have a lighter?" Just to start a conversation.
Good tip.
Even some girls that don't even smoke and they don't even have a cigarette, they just, "Do you have a lighter?" And they say, "I just wanted to know if you had a lighter." And look, and it's playful, it's fun, and it shows. As soon as you can show you are that person, you're light, you're not aggressive, you're someone who's happy to have a conversation with a stranger, like that. That's very inviting for men.
So, is it okay for a woman to approach a guy?
Of course. I'm a big fan of, it doesn't matter how you get the connection, it only matters that you get the connection. So, by all means, that just takes the hard work out of it for us, some men would argue, but that's not how a man should be, right? But that's just their insecurities talking, So a man who's confident in himself, he will respect that in you if you do that for him,
It's interesting that the women go and ask for a lighter, but they don't ask the guy out, or they don't offer to buy a drink.
Yeah, right.
So it's like taking a really tiny step.
Yeah, that's right.
Encouragement.
That's what it is. It's just showing opportunity, giving opportunity for men. Because the thing is, you can only lead a horse to water, right?
Yeah.
And then there has to be, some action on his side. But that's very confident for you. I think I forget where I heard the quote from. It's like, you need to be trained that's just stopping there and then moving on. You can't be someone who's like, I really, really like you, I'm just going to stay here and like you, right? That's right. So that's one of those things where you just need to show the opportunity, and if the guy's not going to pick up what you're putting down, that's his loss. But you took the balls to go over there and do that in the first place, and that is my version of approaching for a woman. Yeah?
Yeah. Great.
Yeah?
Love it.
Yeah.
Good tip. So, let's get into the male mindset. What are some things men wish women knew?
I think it's just one of those things where it's like guys feel like it's a little unfair that they have to be the ones approaching, But also in the same in the same sentence, you kind of go, well, at least you get to pick and choose. I think a lot of women feel a bit like, I don't get stuck with the guys who are the loudest ones in the room, which is tough. But yeah, it's tough. It's also tough for guys. I think, everyone comes from a different background. Everyone comes from a different upbringing. Everyone treats women in different ways. Some are more comfortable than others. So I just don't understand. I just don't think most women understand the depth of the anxiety that it causes most with some men. So maybe just a little bit more empathy, or at least give them 10 to 15 seconds, to at least show up, because when we approach a woman, we are a fumbling mess, anxiety's through the roof. We're not really representing ourselves in the best possible way, so just try and get them past the first few seconds, first few 10 seconds, and see if anything good comes from it. But I think it's just giving them a little bit more shot than just a straight brush. I think that would be something that most guys would enjoy.
Okay, something to take note of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very nerve-wracking on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think men are? This is a very general question, but do you think men are misunderstood?
It just depends on who you're talking to, and when it comes to love and relationships, we're not like men are from Mars, women are from Venus. That's a cliche, and I feel like we're just a different side of the same coin. Yeah. So I think we like to give ourselves these excuses as to why we're misunderstood and why things aren't working out for ourselves, but we just have a slight different dialect when it comes to communication and love, just in general. Yeah. So I think the men who are more successful with women would never even consider that phrase. I don't think. I think it's the ones that struggle would probably consider that, because they're just looking for answers, as to why things aren't working out. Okay. As to why they're not doing well with women. Like that misunderstanding is just a misunderstanding of interactions. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a wrap for today. But if anybody watching wanted to follow you, how would they do that? So on Facebook, it's facebook.com/on-call-wingman. I'm Denzel_Jones on Twitter. I'm Denzel_Jones_dating_coach on Instagram. But yeah, just follow me on Facebook. It's probably the best one. That's pretty much my hub, and everything gets branched out from there. You know what? I will leave all of
his
links in the description, along with mine. If you want to follow us on 30 Ever After on Instagram, I will leave all the links.
Yeah. Oh, and if you have any brothers or any friends or any male friends that have difficulty in this area, or they just want to get better, like some guys that that we coach, they're okay, but they just want to get better, at a higher level. Just visit us at schoolofattraction.com.au.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, cheers.